I have a lot of conversations with early stage young, typically young founders, but this is not an age thing. Like they could be old ones too that have no concept of what's real that come to have a conversation with me, and I ask them how long their sales cycle is and they tell me it's 120 days on average, and then they ask me how much revenue they're going to get in the first month they work with us, and it's like zero. You have a 120-day sales cycle. I have no impact on the next 30 days. Very little chance that that happens given your sales cycle length, which just shows complete unrealistic expectations. The idea that you hire a performance marketing agency and your revenue 10x's might be possible if you're selling shoes or transactional B2C products, but in a complex B2B sale, the idea that your revenue just goes 10, your leads might go 10x, fluffy metrics that make you feel like you're moving forward might grow, but the actual revenue execution in a complex B2B sale is hard. It's a clear reason why I DQ out a lot of people that are sub 5 million ARR. Like the reason is that they don't understand what real is. Like the idea that they would rather go and work for somebody else that's going to pump them 1,000 leads that don't become customers. Like, go ahead, I'll see you in 6 months after you realize that doesn't work. This is a really interesting discussion, and it's something I've never talked about before, but something that's been floating in my head that I'd love to talk about. If we are in a place where we're one revenue team, then why do we still use an MQL versus an SQL? Why isn't the team aligned on what that is, and it becomes a RQL or just a revenue qualified lead, a qualified lead, whatever you want to call it? But why if there's so much alignment that people like to talk about that never is actually there, why don't you just actually get aligned? Like for me, the thing is, it's just one thing. It's either they're in SQL or not. They are firmographically in the ICP, and they have asked to talk to a sales rep, and that's all that I care about. Ideal customer profile. You define up front who you can sell to, and you can have more layers if you want. But there's most companies make the mistake of not defining it well enough, and they have a lot of conversations with people that are not the right fits, which then churn and different things like that.